fondo al mar, in fondo al mar. Con questo ritmo la vita è sempre dolce così.
Hello and welcome to LIS, Learn Italian Songs, Learn Italian with Songs. I am Pietro and today we're going to sing and translate together In fondo al mar, the Italian version of Under the Sea. If you're new to the channel, this is LIS and here we take famous Italian songs and we translate the lyrics almost word by word. If you're not new to the channel, you will know that in every season of LIS we take a song from a Disney movie or a children's song in general and we sing it and translate it. Now today's song almost needs no introduction. It is a very famous song from a very famous Disney movie which won the Oscar for Best Song in 1989. Now the song is taken from the movie The Little Mermaid, in Italian La Sirenetta, and this was the first movie of the Disney Renaissance, that period which saw a new increase in popularity for Disney movies. The Italian version of this song has a very close translation to the English one, but nonetheless, of course, some changes had to be made in order to fit the Italian words in the original melody. The original version of this song was written by Alan Menken with lyrics by Howard Ashman, whereas the Italian lyrics were written by Ernesto Brancucci. Now this song, as far as I'm concerned, brought me to an unknown territory because there's a lot of names of fish or fishes in there. Now for us Italian, it's quite strange that the word fish in English almost has no plural or often has no plural, and I'm not very knowledgeable as far as the creatures of the sea are concerned. Despite living very close to the sea, I really can't tell one fish from the other. There were many zoological names of fish which I had never heard of in this song. On another note, in this song there are also the names of many musical instruments, and this will be a good chance for you to learn them in Italian. In the cartoon, the song is sung by the crab Sebastian, and it has definitely a Caribbean vibe to it. My version is more of a Rolling Stonesy one. I hope you enjoy it. And since maybe the translation will be too boring for children, I plan to upload the song-only version of this video very soon. Now on to the song.
Le alghe del tuo vicino ti sembran più verdi, sai. Vorresti andar sulla terra, non sai che gran sbaglio fai. Se poi ti guardassi intorno, vedresti che il nostro mar è pieno di meraviglie, che altro tu vuoi di più. In fondo al mar, in fondo al mar, tutto è bagnato, è molto meglio, credi a me. Quelli lassù che scoppano, sotto a quel sole svengono, mentre col nuoto ce la spassiamo in fondo al mare. Yeah! Qua giù tutti sono allegri, puzzando di qua e di là. Invece là sulla terra il pesce è triste assai, rinchiuso in una boccia, che brutto destino avrà. Se all'uomo verrà un po' fame, il pesce si papera, oh no! In fondo al mare, in fondo al mare, nessuno ci frigge o ci cucina in fricassè, e non si rischia di abboccare, no, non c'è un amo in fondo al mare. La vita è piena di bollicine in fondo al mare, in fondo al mare, in fondo al mare. Con questo ritmo la vita è sempre dolce così. Anche la razza ed il salmon sanno suonare con passione. Qui c'è la grinta, ogni concerto è un successo. Il sardo suona il flauto, la carpa, l'arpa, la platessa il basso, poi c'è la tromba del pesce rombo. Il luccio, il re del blues, la cernia con il nasello, al violoncello con la sardina, tanto carina e colorata, vedrai che coro si farà. Al mar, in fondo al mar, se la sardina fa una moina c'è da impazzire. Che c'è di bello poi lassù, la nostra banda vale di più, ogni mollusco sa improvvisare in fondo al mar, ogni lumata si fa un balletto in fondo al mar. Tutti quanti ci divertiamo qui sotto l'acqua, in mezzo al fango. Oh, che fortuna vivere insieme in fondo al mare.
And on to our translation, la traduzione. You will see the Italian lyrics on this part of the screen. I will be reading from my translation with my notes, and some important words will be highlighted on the lower part of the screen. The first verse. Le alghe del tuo vicino ti sembran più verdi, sai. Algae is seaweeds, so the weeds of your neighbor's seaweeds, look greener to you. This T means to you. You know, sai is you know. Vorresti andar sulla terra, non sai che gran sbaglio fai. You would like to go on the dry land. Terra is earth or land. You don't know what a big mistake you're making. You're making a big mistake. Se poi ti guardassi intorno, vedresti che il nostro mar, if you looked around you, what's more, this poi means then, later, or in this case, and what's more, if you looked around you, you would see, vedresti, that our sea, il nostro mar, è pieno di meraviglie, che altro tu vuoi di più, is full of marvels, of fantastic things. What else do you want more, or of more, as we say in Italian? And then it proceeds with the first chorus, is in fondo al mar, in fondo al mar. In fondo al mar means at the bottom of the sea. Fondo is the bottom of something. Tutto è bagnato, è molto meglio, credi a me. Tutto è bagnato is everything is wet. Bagnato is wet. È molto meglio, it's much better. Credi a me, believe in me. Quelli lassù che sgobbano, those up there who are working hard. Gobba is when you have a hump or when you're hunchbacked, and those up there who are working so hard and they're bending their backs. Sotto a quel sole svengono, under that sun they swoon, they pass out. Mentre col nuoto ce la spassiamo in fondo al mar. While with swimming, nuoto is swimming, ce la spassiamo is hard to translate word by word, but it means we have a great time. Or we have ourselves, we have to ourselves a great time in fondo al mar, at the bottom of the sea. Second verse, qua giù tutti sono allegri. Down here everybody is happy. Allegri means to be happy, to be cheerful. Guizzando di qua e di là. Guizzare could mean jumping, but usually is a movement that takes place in a watery or in a liquid environment. Di qua e di là means here and there, this way and that way. Invece là sulla terra il pesce è triste assai. Instead, there on the land, the fish, singular, il pesce is one fish. È triste assai is sad a lot. Assai is another way to say molto, is very sad. Rinchiuso in una boccia, che triste destino avrà. Rinchiuso means locked in una boccia is in a bowl, like a fishbowl. What a sad fate or destiny will it have, the fish. Se all'uomo verrà un po' fame, il pesce si papperà. If the man will get a bit hungry, to be hungry in Italian is literally to have hunger. In this case, if some hunger will come to the man, verrà is the future tense of venire. So if some hunger will come to the man, so if the man will get a bit hungry, il pesce si papperà. The fish, he, the man, will gulp down, will eat. But pappare something is, it's a bit funny, it's like to gulp down or to wolf down, to eat with pleasure. Pappa is the name usually given to baby food. Actually, when children are small here in Italy, we use the word pappa to refer to food. Eat your food to a small child in Italian would be something like mangia la pappa. And from this word comes the verb pappare, eat. And then the chorus, in fondo al mar, in fondo al mar. Nessuno ci frigge o ci cucina in fricassea. Nobody fries us or cooks us in fricassee e non si rischia di abboccar. No, non c'è un amo in fondo al mar. And there's no risk of taking the bait. Abboccare is when a fish takes the bait. No, non c'è un amo in fondo al mar. No, there is no fish hook. Amo is the word for fish hook in fondo al mar, at the bottom of the sea. La vita è piena di bollicine in fondo al mar. The life, or life, is full of small bubbles. Bubble is bolla in Italian. A small bubble is a bollicina. So life is full of small bubbles at the bottom of the sea. And then there's another chorus. In fondo al mar, con questo ritmo la vita è sempre dolce così. With this rhythm, life, the life in Italian, is always sweet like this. So sweet. Dolce così, dolce is sweet, così is so sweet, or this way. Anche la razza ed il salmone, and here begins a long list of fish names. Anche la razza ed il salmone, even the ray fish, or the skate. I think another name for ray is skate. And the salmon, sanno suonare con passione. They know how to play. Suonare in Italian, to play an instrument is suonare. To play a game is giocare. With passion, con passione. Passion is the short form for passione, and this is sort of a poetic license because they needed a syllable less to fit into the metric. Qui c'è la grinta. Ogni concerto è un successone. Here is the grinta, is the Italian for the drive, the push. When you do something with energy, a kind of like a positive aggressive energy, if there could be such thing. Every concert is a big success. Successo is success. Successon is short for successone, which means a big success. If you add the one at the end of a word, it could mean that thing only bigger. Like a concert is concerto, concertone could be a big concert. And then the list proceeds. Il sarago suona il flauto, la carpa l'arpa, la platessa il basso. Now the verb here is suona, to play, suonare, to play a musical instrument. The sarago is the bream, or the sea bream, plays the flute. La carpa, the carp, plays the harp. La platessa plays the bass. La platessa il basso. The place plays the bass, and excuse the pun. Poi c'è la tromba del pesce rombo. Then there's the trumpet, tromba, of the pesce rombo. In Italian is a whiff or a turbot. I think, I'm not sure what the right pronunciation is. Turbot. And then after the trumpet of the whiff, there's Il Lucio è il re del blues. Il Lucio is the jackfish, or the pike, is the king of the blues. And then it proceeds. La cernia con il nasello, al violoncello con la sardina, all'ocarina. So, la cernia is the grover. With the nasello is, excuse me, the hake. Al violoncello means at the cello. Cello, violoncello is cello. Con la sardina, with the sardine. Another name for sardine is pilchard. My notes say. All'ocarina, playing the ocarina. E con l'orata, vedrai che coro si farà. And with the orata in Italian is the sea bream or the bream, you will see, vedrai, future tense, what a choir we will make. Actually, si farai is impersonal, will be made. And then another chorus, in fondo al mar, at the bottom of the sea. Se la sardina fa una moina, if the sardine makes a... Moina is sort of a, how should I put it? A cocky movement or something like that. C'è da impazzire. C'è da impazzire literally means there's to be crazy or there's to go mad. So there is reason, it makes you go mad or something like that in a positive way. Che c'è di bello poi lassù? What is there which is beautiful up there on the dry land? La nostra banda vale di più. Our band is worth more. Vale is to be worth. Ogni mollusco sa improvvisare in fondo al mar. Every mollusco is mollusk or shellfish knows how to improvise at the bottom of the sea. And then it continues, in fondo al mar, at the bottom of the sea. Ogni lumaca si fa un balletto in fondo al mar. Every lumaca could be a slug without the shell, the little house on the back. Or if it's on the ground, a lumaca could be a snail, the ones with the shell. But I think there are also sea snails. Correct me if I'm wrong. So every sea snail, si fa un balletto means makes herself a small dance. Balletto is a dance. So every sea snail dances at the bottom of the sea. E tutti quanti ci divertiamo qui sotto l'acqua, in mezzo al fango. And tutti quanti is everybody. Ci divertiamo, we have fun. Qui sotto l'acqua, here, under the water. In mezzo al fango means in the mud. In mezzo is in the middle of the mud. So down in the mud. Ah, che fortuna vivere insieme in fondo al mar. Oh, what a blessing. So, oh, how lucky. Fortuna is luck. Oh, what a luck is to live together at the bottom of the sea. And this ends the translation. Okay, if you've made it this far, while my voice is slowly fading away, I'd like to thank you. If you like this video, please put a thumb up, pollice su, mi piace. If you would like to buy me a coffee, you can do so by clicking on the page in the description below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not consider doing it now? And tell your friends, why not? And until next time, ciao!